Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal, it helps support the show, and you'll be entered in to win a Core Set 2020 booster box given out on July 15th by Flipside Gaming. See description for details and shit. What's up, Planeswalkers Theoric 6? Forgot to turn my light on. I'm not fucking redoing this. It's funnier with it in. That didn't work very well. What's up? Everybody, more Magic Arena, blah blah blah. We're playing Bark Bark Bite. We did Vamps yesterday, keeping in with the Twilight jokes. You know, those aren't old and outdone. We're playing some wolves. It's only natural. Also, I really hate that you can't organize things and have them stay organized in between shifting. It bothers me. Anyway, this is my Wolves deck, Bark Bark Bite, or Scooby Snacks version 2, whichever you prefer. We have a bit of a ramp package here with 4 Llanowar Elves and 4 Incubation Druids. What's really awesome, the creme de la creme, the Magical Chrysalis land, is getting Llanowar Elf into another Mana Dork on turn 2, into Tolsimir on turn 3. It's pretty funny when that shit happens. Obviously, it's better against more aggressive strategies. However, it's still fun. Llanowar Elves helpful at jumping from 2 to 3, since we have more 3-drops than cough cough 2-drops. And then, of course, Incubation Druid is a decent card because if it comes down late, we go and adapt it, and it's a card that actually isn't garbage. And since we do have a few different spells that allow us to put +1/+1 counters on our creatures, Incubation Druid can easily get larger faster than using the adapt. Onto our main wolf package, we have a good old 3 Arlinn's Wolves, 3 Ferocious Pups as our 3-drops. Arlinn's Wolf is really nice. You're going to be able to attack with a bit more impunity. Your control opponent who maybe has like a Bolas's Agent of Bolas? What the fuck is that thing called? Whatever. The 2-mana Bolas card. I don't fucking remember what cards are called. Who cares? They're not going to be able to block this. Very helpful. Make this boy a Chungus. Swing on in. Ferocious Pup is 2 bodies for 1. Did I say Pup? Yeah, I did. Mouths are hard. Ferocious Pup is fantastic because, sure, it's technically only a hill giant. The 0/1 body is essentially garbage. Very often it can chump block and whatever. But since we have a number of ways of making our board much bigger, this is 2 bodies for 1. It's great. It's great. Nightpack Ambusher, fantastic fucking card. I love this damn thing, and I can't wait to play it in my Arlinn Cord Oathbreaker deck. Yes, I'm playing Arlinn Cord as Oathbreaker. I've always tried to play werewolves in a real deck, and this is the first time it actually worked. So shut up. I don't care if it's the most popular. I like wolves. Anyway, Nightpack Ambusher has flash, always fantastic, especially in a creature heavy deck. Being able to cast a creature after a board wipe at the end of your opponent's turn to force them to maybe counter this, and you can then resolve one of your 5-drops or one of your Planeswalkers is just fantastic. Additionally, since these do have flash, if you have one on the field and one in hand, then you can just pass your turn to get that end step trigger and still be able to make your board larger at the end of your opponent's turn. Very, very pièce de résistance. Being able to end step, if you didn't cast a spell, create a wolf. The wolf is automatically going to be a 3/3 because of the fact that this is a lord for wolves and werewolves. Always nice. Then we have a bit of a protection package, is what I call it. We have 2 Shalais and 2 Conclave Tribunals. Initially, I had no removal in this deck, and instead I played Vivien's Arkbow. And I was finding more often that, yes, Arkbow is better in those super grindy matches against control. However, it's often just dead. You know, it's very helpful with Nightpack Ambusher, being able to have the bow out, and then you can just pass the turn and still, you know, discard a card to get something from the top, right? But I just found that too often it was not necessary, and I did want some removal from the deck. And Conclave Tribunal, I think, is the best version. Technically, Ixalan's Binding might be better, but being able to tap, like our Ferocious Pup, or one of our tokens or something to make it a little bit cheaper so we can, you know, keep going and things, is helpful. Then, of course, Shalai makes our stuff have hexproof, and we get to buff our guys. It's pretty good. Then our Chung guy. We have 2 God-Eternal Oketra. I know, not a wolf like at all, but we like casting some good boys, and with good boys comes bad boys, and our bad boys are black zombies, and it's good card. Shout out. 4 Tolsimir, Friend of Wolves. This is a legendary creature that you should play 4 of. Period. Full stop. End of discussion. It's a 5-mana 6/6 that can fight, functionally 5-mana 6/6 that gets to do 3 damage to something. Shot. It's good. Yeah. Also, the effect works on all of the other wolves that we control. So, like, if, you know, we play Nightpack Ambusher, then that'll come in. That'll be a Chungus, and you can hit another person. Anyway, Onto our Walker support. We have two of a bunch of them because I just can never decide. We have two Vivien Champion of Wilds. Fantastic. Gives our creatures flash. Means that our Nightpack Ambusher is going to have friends, and we're going to be able to more often than not just pass the turn to get the value. Always nice. +1. You give a thing Vigilance and Reach. Vigilance helpful against aggro. Reach helpful sometimes. I don't fucking know. -2. You get a creature from the top 3. You can cast it for as long as they remain exiled. It's just value. It's just value incarnate. 2 Vivien Arkbow Rangers. 4 mana, 4 loyalty. Seems decent. +1, distribute 2 counters amongst up to 2 target creatures. They gain triple until end of turn. The triple is nice, a nice little bow on there. But being able to distribute 2 again among up to 2 is very helpful. What this means is you can either put 1 and 1, or you can just give 2 counters to a creature. You can, go ahead and play, I don't know, a Ferocious Pup on turn 3. Then on turn 4, you make Ferocious Pup, I don't know, a 2/3, and you have a 2/3 and a 2/2. It's not that bad. But because it says up to 2 target creatures, it means that if you do play her into an empty board, you can still plus her, and you're not going to be, there's not going to be feel bad where you're like, I don't have creatures, I can't target anything. Say. -5, you choose a creature card you own from out the game, reveal and put in your hand. I don't think you should even try and make a wish board for her, because honestly, the -3 and the +1 should be the main things. And of course, the -3, you get to fight. It's not even a fight. You get to just Domri's Ambush a creature or planeswalker. And the planeswalker actually matters a ton, because in this metagame, there's a bunch of planeswalkers. Anyway, 2 Ajanis. You get your stuff at Vigilance. Cool, yay. You gain 3 life. Cool, yay. Put a +1/+1 counter and a loyalty counter on your creatures and planeswalkers. It is nice. It's good. Next, Arlinn. Each creature you control that's a wolf or werewolf enters the battlefield with additional +1/+1 counters. Look at all these wolves. It's cool. Also, she makes at least 3 wolves. At least 1 more for the Ajani activating ones. So that's cool. Anyway, let's go to the games. I played 4 practice games today. I had a meeting. So that's... Well, I'm technically recording earlier than usual, but I'm going to eat later than I usually... Whatever, it's fine. No one cares. Bryce Crispies is a fantastic name. This hand is so close to being perfect. If I had a Llanowar Elf, this would be an instant keep. I'm going to be greedy and keep it. We have 24 lands, which is reasonable. Oh, God, I'm scared. Llanowar Elf. I'm a fucking magician. Wow. Okay, we're going to get probably Golgari. Also, mad respect to the Min Yum lands. Absolute mad respect. I mean, we have to do this. And then next turn, we have Tolsimir. As long as neither of these die, next turn, we get to Tolsimir. Tolsimir on turn 3. The shit I was talking about. Don't play an Explore creature this turn. Incoming Jade Light Ranger. You gonna Field of Ruin me? To get an island, maybe? It makes sense if my opponent's trying to get an island. Nope, they're just Golgari. They just killed that for essentially no reason. Well, that is great for me. Oh, nice Jade Light Ranger. Too bad you're not gonna have Wild Growth Walker when it's time to have that. So get fucked. And Pew. And next turn, we can play Ajani from these, minus Ajani to put a counter on all of my creatures, which would be this, and then I can tap and add this into play. If I get a land, I can add this into play. Oh, it's just so good. Didn't get a land, unfortunate. I could just play God-Eternal Oketra. However, I much prefer doing this. And I'll do one of these. And I'll do one of these. And I'll kill one of these. Do I just want to fight the Jade Light Ranger? Nah, I'll kill the Llanowar Elf. I don't want my opponent commanding any Dread Hordes. Potentially risky attack, but boom, down to 15. I love it when a good plan comes together. Anyway, we played 4 games. I won 3 of them. First game, Esper Control. I'll tell you how they went in a second. Second game, Gruul Midrange. Third game, Esper Control. Fourth game, Gruul Midrange. Yeah, it was a little weird. I'm glad we're not going against Esper Control again, because that's the pattern that it should have been. So we have 3, 4, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. 5. No, I can't do 5 plus this. Oh, that sucks. I could just do 6, which would get me a 3/3. Get me a 3/3. I could kill this and attack in again. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Friend, please protect my pack.
Yeah, I'll kill the Jadelight Ranger. No, I should kill Llanowar. That's such a mistake. Ah, I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. Because once again, my opponent theoretically could untap with Command the Dreadhorde. Fuck. Ah, such a mistake. Absolute mistake. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad. I'm so very mad. Fuck. Fuck. Stop. Stop, Bryce. Okay, Citadel. Don't care. Gatums. As for Control, the first game, I won. I won that. The reason oh, we're gold 1. Am I gonna get plat with meme decks? If I can get to plat with like not tiered decks, I'd be very happy. We will be revisiting Bowls Control. I just wanna get a feel for some of the main new cards. Then we'll hop into Bowls Control. Still need to do Elementals. Still need to do. Did I do the Artifact deck yet? I don't think I did. Need to do that. Wrath of God, good classic name. You probably shouldn't be Jace though. Jace seems a bit strange. Also, I forgot to change my avatar. Oops. Yeah, I'll keep this. Turn 1, turn 2, or turn 2. I don't know. It depends. But obviously, we're gonna play that out. As for the first Esper Control game, they did play a Kaya's, an Oath of Kaya, but they hit one of my ramp creatures. I think they hit an Incubation Druid, and I was able to play a Planeswalker. I think it was the 4-mana Vivien. I can't remember exactly. Excuse me. But I was able to use that to snowball to winning with the just the wolves that get some counters on them. I don't even think I had Nightpack Howler. I don't fucking know what cards are called. Interesting. Might be mono red. Might be mono red. So we could do this. Do Arlinn's Wolf. Block that. Stuff's probably gonna die. I don't like the idea of taking damage then. Do this. Go to 16. I don't like going to 16 against aggro. So I think I'm just gonna play this tapped. Play this. I think this is the most conservative play. Whether or not it's the best play remains to be seen. I am kind of worried that both of my dorks are going to die, and if both my dorks die, I'll need to draw some land or some dudes. I mean, I'd block. They need to use a shock to kill Druid anyway, so cool. That's very good for me. Don't love this because I lose out on mana. I can play an elf, then play an Arlinn's Wolf. Takes up most of my creatures, and I only have one left. But they didn't have a shock last turn, so they'd need a shock now, I guess. Like, they'd need to top deck it, so I think I'm okay with this. And this way, next turn, I can play Ajani into Vivien, as long as all of my things are still alive. Oh, fuck. I'm afraid. Did they actually draw the shock? Chain Whirl would also suck. Pyramids. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. Oh, they might have Skewer the Critics. I would not like that. First goal mid game. We got, I think, 3 of our lords, and they couldn't really deal with that. They were playing they were like pseudo dinosaur. They still had Gruul, the Riot Orc Woman, the 3-mana card. They played like 2 of those. They played 2 of the 4/5 dinosaur that draws a card, and they played in the game. They only played 1 of the 5/4. Shit! Fuck you! God! Fuck you! You ain't shit! Damn it! So I can just cast Ajani and just plus. I feel like I want to cast Ajani in minus, actually. Shit. I really want the life gain. But at the same time, I'd like my creatures to not die to, like, everything in their deck. So now they don't die to Chain Whirler. And this needs a 3 damage burn spell instead of a 2 damage one. I mean, I'm playing really conservatively. It could be incorrect in this matchup, but I'm just not sure. What do you got on 4, friend? What do you got on 4? Risk factor? I take that. Do I? Yeah, I take that. Fuck that. They might skewer or something, but that's fine. My opponent probably should all attack Ajani. Block the... Wow, they didn't. I think that was incorrect. Because I think at this point I do just...
Let's tear this
Yeah,
place
do this. Try and get another creature.
Strike now. Strike hard.
Yeah, I think I just gained some life.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
Okay. So Vivien doesn't die, and I think I'm actually more inclined to protect Vivien than I am to protect Ajani. Because if Vivien survives, then I can start just getting an insane board with Nightpack Ambusher. Light up the stage for max? You light up the stage for max? Damn, that's sad. My opponent is getting fucked on resources. Flame of Keld. I mean, I guess reasonable. I have a Conclave Tribunal though, so fuck you. So they're giving me another turn. Gonna attack? Nope. Decided not to attack. I mean, they already have Vigilance. Plus. So I'm definitely, obviously gonna plus Vivien here. Give this reach, I guess.
You fight like a city brat.
So if I minus... Well, what I kind of want my opponent to try is to kill my Arlinn's Wolf.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
I don't think my opponent's going to block. And if they block my Llanowar Elves, I'm fine. I don't need them anymore. The question is, do I want to play an Incubation Druid? I think I do. Just another, it's another card that I can do things with. Chump block if I have to, but okay. So we're doing alright. Second Esper control game. I lost horribly. But not horribly, actually. It was actually relatively close. Unfortunately, they had double Narset. Each Narset got them a Kaya's Wrath. I was able to kill Narset like before they could do get a second card. Both times, both Narsets I was able to kill after just one activation. Looks like they're doubling upon Ajani. I think that's correct. So I was able to do that. However, the double Kaya's Wrath really hurt, even though I had Ambushers, and I was trying my best to just use the Ambushers here. It just didn't work out, and then they were able to, you know, they had Oath of Kaya. They played a Liliana, and I was at that point like boardless, handless, and I cast an Arlinn Cord, tried to get there with just Arlinn Cord, but I just drew slightly too many lands. You know, I needed to draw like gas immediately, and I think I drew two turns of lands, so just wasn't something I could do. And now we're gonna start the fun shit. Yeah, I'll look for another thing.
Starting over's the only way.
I legit was gonna take Ajani for a second. So here, this is a free attack. I pop to come in. A pup named Scooby, a pup named Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, do. Am I gonna attack with Llanowar Elves? Yeah, fuck it, I don't need these. I'll save one to block. Nah, fuck that, I'm gonna kill this person. Can't block this, let's see if they decide to block this. Flash this in. As long as I don't die, I can kill them on the crackback from this. I didn't be careful. I should have kept that, actually. That was a dumb on my part. No way you're gonna block. That is incorrect. You can't block that. There's no way it's correct to block my elves. Because the Vivien Pyromancer is 4 damage. I actually made a mistake attacking with my elves. My opponent is wasting damage. I mean, I guess they're like kind of empty-handed. But still. Get another wolf. I get 2 more wolves? Sure. Your stuff does 2 damage plus 2. Let's see what you got. Show me what you got. Shock to the face? Sure. Light up the stage. My opponent doesn't need much. That's a lot. So that's 4, 5. So that's 9 damage. But that puts them at 1 card left. Let's see, 9 damage. No, there's nothing else that'll get them there. Yeah, if they cast Risk Factor, I just give them the cards because they don't have the mana for it. Pyromancer just puts me down to 5. And for 1... No! Skewer the Critics. Exactly, Skewer the Critics kills me. See, this only does 4 damage, so I can even block, adapt, cast. Got him. Yeah, see, for what it's worth, attacking with the Llanowar Elf didn't actually end up mattering, because my opponent didn't get, like, hasty things or whatever. And I believe the only out in that deck would have been Skewer the Critics. The Shocks would have just dealt 4 damage total. Yeah. Well. Last game was against Gruul midrange. I beat them. Because they tried to fight my creatures when I passed the turn with 4 mana up. They used the 3 mana Domri. I flashed in a Nightpack Ambusher. I ambushed them, you could say. And they couldn't recover from that. So that's cool. Capitaz Supremo. Sure. Now I want to address... Well, there's one question. By Derek B. What's your opinion? Treasure map versus bag of holding in regards to helping janky decks draw into what they need? I'm personally finding the bag to be quite a bit more effective as at sifting through my deck for the cards I'm after. In general, I still like treasure map. The scry only costs you 1, and the fact that you have to use the bag of holding costs 2 to activate, if I recall correctly. That costs you so much more time than you might otherwise think. So I still think treasure map is in general better, but you know, Castlevine and all that. I'm saying Castlevine on purpose. I know it's c'est la vie. Je peux parler français, mais j'aime parler avec des phrases drôles ou quelque chose comme ça. Oh, c'est mal. Ah. I don't know how to say Grixis. I don't know how to say control. And I don't want to just assume it's control. Now I want to address my most recent poll. Do you eat lemons like a normal fruit? Can I have some land, some creatures, you fuck? Alright, well, fucking play this. If I draw another land, right, like I got 5 on it. Because these are all 5 drops. I got 5 on it. Gotcha. 24% said yes. 27% said no. 48% of these motherfuckers said, what the fuck, who does that? I do it. Thought Rager? No, can't be. Some sort of Counterspiel? Some form of Counterspiel. I'd rather have Oketra resolve. There's no way they're playing Essence Capture, right? It bite me. Alright, that worked out. Pew. my Shalai gives me protection. Answer my Shalai. Or you die! That was a really awkward timing. We're at 25. Play another one. I can fucking change my avatar real quick. Fucking profile, please. Thank you very much. Change avatar. Like we could do Vivien.
Would you like to see what's
But
left
fuck
of
that.
us?
Obviously, we're back to Skelly Boy. I fucking love this. I love this avatar so much. It's gonna be hard. It is going to be hard for them to produce an avatar I would prefer. Like, it would have to be a fantastic Bolus, an even cooler zombie, or like an Eldrazi or something, right? Like, other than those things, this zombie is lit. Oh, if somehow we get an Elish Norn avatar, snapping it up like that. Fucking love Elish Norn. I Soulforged. Oh, it's just fucking Soulforged, you dumbass. I'll keep this. It's not great, but this can theoretically spiral out of control. Been going first pretty often. That's always nice. I love this land because it has a bunch of giant flowers. But yeah, I eat lemons like a fruit. What you do is you eat them like an orange. You peel that shit, you put it into like wedges, and you eat them. Well, you make sure there's no seeds, and you eat them. How hard is that? It's delicious. Someone asked if I put it in sugar. No, I like the taste of lemons, not sugary lemons. Lemon. What the fuck? What the fuck deck am I playing against? Four color? What? It's not Gates. I would have seen Gates. I assume. Is it 4-color Dreadhorde? Is it 5-color Niv Mizzet? The avatar? Okay, I assume it's Niv Mizzet. We will figure out here. Deafening Clarion. Fuck you. Yes. Based on this, I believe we're playing against Niv. I really wish that I had this, though. I think I'm just going to let this get a little bit bigger. And then cast this on my next turn, and then cast these. Yeah, I think that's the best balance. Essentially, I would be paying 4 mana for a 3/3, which isn't great. But I do have to admit that I'm also saving it for Oketra, so not the most aggressive of plays, and against an Avatar deck, it's possible I should be much more aggressive. However, I don't fucking care. I'm playing for fun. Yeah, it's fucking... Some people here are like, yeah, fucking eating with the peel. I don't eat with the peel. I do want to, at some point, experiment with candying the peel. I've heard that's a really, really delicious thing to do. So do this, and I will cast this. And I will Smork in for 7. My opponent's actually just, like, dead next turn, so they have to deal with his board. So... let's see if they can. Yeah, so some people are just like, what the fuck? Oh, nice Niv Mizzet, my friend. Can I see? Mortify and Tired Scorn, but you can't cast them is the thing. But you can't cast them is the thing. So they have to block this, right? Because this is 6, and then they would die. Yeah, they were dead. So what I was going to do, I was trying to figure it out. My opponent left. I was going to play Tolsimir, use the wolf from Tolsimir to fight the Niv, so that even if he blocked, it would still, his Niv would die. Then it would get 7 damage through, putting him to 2, and I would still have a board of a Tolsimir and a 4/4 zombie and what's on my board. Then he had Mortify and that, so he could kill my, I assume, Oketra, and then another one of my creatures, but I'd have 3 other creatures? Yeah, my opponent was dead 1,000 Ways to Sunday. Holy shit, I mean, that's what I love about playing creature decks. Sometimes you just gotta get them fast. Is there a normal ranked draft for... No, there isn't. So there's just traditional draft for core set. Sealed core... That's not ranked. Ranked draft is War of the Spark. I don't want to do that. I want to do a ranked draft core set. But I don't think that this gives me... No, I don't think so. Actually, let me see. Rank draft. Yeah. So, I was going to ask if people wanted to see me draft core set, but I'm not drafting if it's not ranked. So, fuck that. But I will show you some of the cards that I considered in this deck that didn't make the cut. Of course, let me know if there's in the comments if there's anything that I should have played. Veil of Summer is a fantastic sideboard card if you are looking to play this best of 3. Very helpful at just saying nah to your opponents. It's pretty cool. Your opponent, like, especially considering it works really nice with Ambusher. Holding up an additional mana can slow you down a little bit, but holding up an additional mana to replace itself and just fuck over whatever your opponent's trying to do is really nice. Now, beware, because this still doesn't get under 3 mana Teferi. And I hate that so much. I wish it also had some text or counter target Teferi Time Raveler spell. Vivien's Arkbow, kind of already discussed. It's a fantastic option, I think, but I just wanted a little bit more interaction in the main deck. Prison Realm is another piece of interaction along with Ixalan's Binding that I was considering for that slot. However, I went with Conclave. Looking back at it, it's probably better just to run Ixalan's. You're not often going to be saving much with Conclave, I don't think. Icon of Ancestry. It's another buff. However, if you were to run this, I think it would be imperative to run fewer non-wolf creatures. So you would probably have to cut the Oketras and the Shalais, maybe even some Planeswalkers. I'm not entirely sure what the best number of this is, since it is top 3. But it is kind of a decent way to maintain some sort of card advantage against your control opponent. Like 3-mana Vivien, this is another thing that can just give you something to do at the end of your opponent's turn. You're being able to, so it works with Ambusher, so you can have Ambusher out and not worry too much. Maybe you only have like a Llanowar Elf or something in your hand. You pass the turn, you get the wolf on your opponent's end step, you activate this, maybe get another wolf, yada yada yada. Fantastic stuff. So it's a decent option. Settle the Wreckage. It's helpful against aggro. However, I think that the main deck, I think it works relatively well against aggro as is, so probably not going to need it. And Skull Wolf used to be in there. Then I put another God-Eternal Oketra in there because it's better than Skull Wolf, because Skull Wolf is not great. Anyway, we got 7 wins today with a tribal deck in ranked in high gold. I like it. I hope you did too. I'd of course like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Croft, Rexel, and Zinn for the continued support. If you'd like to join them, supporting the good old-fashioned show, you'll find links to that down in the description below, or you can just press that join button. Who fucking needs Patreon? We can just press that join button, am I right? Anyway. In the description, you'll also find links to my Discord server where we chat and play games, my Aetherhub account where I host all my deck lists, including this one, and I'm updating my EDH lists on Aetherhub. You'll see some changes there. Some of the decks might have 100-something cards in them. It's because I haven't cut them down yet. Shut up. Don't judge me. I'm editing my decks. And I plan on uploading an Arlinn Oathbreaker video at some point. I just need to, actually buy the cards and stuff. Well, the cards that I don't have yet. And all right, in the description is also going to be the buy box, not buy box, win a box thing. Jeez, I hope you enjoy this relatively short but action-packed video. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, comment in the comment section down below, pass the turn in the video to some of your friends, and of course, until next time, I will be one.